One of the EFCC officials clarified the meaning of forfeiture, stating that it is not merely a fine but rather a tool to prevent criminals from enjoying the benefits of their illegal activities. In essence, forfeiture aims to halt criminals from enjoying their unlawfully acquired wealth. The EFCC official explained that forfeiture, in her understanding, serves as a way to stop criminals from benefiting from the proceeds of their crimes. This definition holds true across various jurisdictions, including Nigeria and the United States. Both the Nigerian Supreme Court and the U.S. Supreme Court have already established forfeiture as a legitimate means of penalizing criminals by taking away their ill-gotten gains. Regarding Tinubu's case, he was indeed fined in the United States for his involvement in narcotics trafficking and money laundering. His lawyers acknowledged the fine, but argued that he did not serve time in prison. Instead, the U.S. authorities seized $460,000 from his account as proceeds of narcotics trafficking. As seen in the case of Mohamed Abacha, sometimes in legal proceedings, the primary focus is on recovering assets belonging to the state rather than subjecting the individual to imprisonment. This approach ensures that the country benefits more by minimizing litigation expenses. For instance, in the case of Emefiele's suspension as the CBN governor, it is important to recognize that the cost of chartering a private jet for his transport to Abuja could have been significant. The process surrounding his case appeared controversial, with delays in charging him and subsequent attempts to extend his detention, leading to public uproar. However, the law mandates specific procedures for the removal of a central bank governor, requiring a two-thirds majority in the National Assembly. In conclusion, forfeiture serves as a means to prevent criminals from enjoying the proceeds of their illegal activities. The case of Tinubu's fine in the United States raises questions about his suitability for leadership, considering the available candidates with clean records. Legal proceedings should adhere to due process, and judges must remain unbiased, upholding justice and protecting human rights in a democratic society. Turning back to the issue of Tinubu's forfeiture, it's apparent that the United States prosecutors were primarily interested in recovering the money rather than pursuing him due to extradition limitations. Tinubu was fined for his involvement in narcotics trafficking and money laundering. This raises concerns about his suitability for the presidency, especially when there are numerous law-abiding citizens in Nigeria who could be potential leaders. It's worth noting that Tinubu did not win the election, and his attempts to secure victory face significant challenges, not just from the failed APC policies, but also from the questionable handling of cases, such as the detention of Emefiele. The rule of law should be upheld, and individuals should not be detained indefinitely without proper investigation and due process. The behavior of the State Security Service, SSS, seems to have deviated from democratic norms, displaying a lack of respect for human rights and the principles of democracy. This apparent vendetta should not override the rule of law, and detention should not exceed the court's permitted time. Proper investigation must precede arrests, and charges should be brought to court promptly. The actions of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal judges should remain steadfast and uninfluenced. There are valid grounds for disqualification that have been previously addressed, and the judges should exercise justice impartially. The evidence points to the fact that Tinubu did not win the election, and the judges should act accordingly to uphold the country's best interests. At this stage of Nigeria's development, decisions should not be based on trial and error. Removing fuel subsidy without proper impact assessment has resulted in a significant increase in the cost of living, affecting millions of Nigerians. Leaders should be competent and experienced, not subjecting the country to unnecessary risks. In conclusion, forfeiture is a serious issue, and its implications can influence the decision of the tribunal judges. Judgment Day should arrive within the next 2 weeks, and it's essential for the judges to consider all evidence carefully. As the respondents file their final addresses, the pursuit of justice must be unwavering in order to save the country from its challenges. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're just watching our video for the very first time. Click on the notification to get update from our recent uploads. Drop comment for suggestion and share these videos with the concerned Nigerians today.